What's good? It's your boy, Paul Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This is your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post some new content. Taste the beverage. Which I found this morning, right? And I was like, oh my God, right? Really got to talk about this, right? So it's only like a minute and some change long, right? But let's actually really see what the hell is going on here.
Bus driver and her supervisor left a running city bus for a romantic rendezvous, leaving riders stuck and frustrated. This was just one of the issues uncovered in a new report from the Detroit Inspector General. The report says the two were caught being romantic during work hours multiple times, causing long delays. Noel Friel spoke with city leaders tonight. And Noel, this report claims management failed to investigate this properly.
Yeah, that's right, Kimberly.
Okay, now, y'all, never mind the closed caption, right? You know what, people? There are some rather fantastic things in the world, right? Alcohol being one of them, which it brings me to another point. Today's episode being brought to you by Seagram's Gin, along with Dr. Pepper with the 23 flavor, right? So just know that, hey, guess what? If you didn't have one too many, right? Get your ass on the city bus, and who knows? Maybe, just maybe, you get to fuck the bus driver, right? So, but in another case, right? They didn't investigate this properly. So now you got to ask the question, okay, well, damn, you know, is the pussy that good? Is it that fantastic that, you know, shit, y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. But, you know, the thing about it, though, who else was she doing this to, right? Why? You know, because, all right, look, people can't get to where they going because y'all too busy playing fuck games, like, really. So who else was playing fuck games with the doggone supervisor? I mean, with the bus driver.
Office of Inspector General found that supervisor and employee were having what it called romantic interactions both on the city bus and during working hours. But the even bigger problem, according to this report, is what happened after that relationship was discovered.
Now, my whole deal is, damn, y'all fucking on the bus? Right? I said, well, it's quite obvious that y'all, they were the only two that was on there. But my thing is, apparently, they got cameras on the bus, which, okay, that actually really makes sense because people nowadays, right, they don't know how to act when they get on the city bus. Just like motherfuckers don't know how to act when they get in the goddamn Uber. That's why you motherfuckers, right, either go get you a bicycle or go get you a used car. Plain and simple. But then again, I'm looking at this right here, right? For those of y'all that know, I don't need to say shit else. But let's go ahead, let's continue with this.
It started with an anonymous complaint back in June alleging that a senior transportation service inspector, Andre Reese, and bus driver Dana Ruff engaged in indecent activity.
Okay. She need blue hair. I mean, nice looking, but I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? You know, she can get bent over. I mean, but I don't know, damn bus. You at work, lady? What the fuck?
On a city bus. An investigation by the Office of Inspector General uncovered video footage from May 6th.
Oh, wait a minute now. So, hold on. So, you mean to tell me this right here, 115 minutes, right? Now, was this, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. His authority reporting unsustained, mechanical defect. All right. So, according to this, right, he was waiting for the bus. And so to remove the bus from commission and took this off, right, to a nearby fast food restaurant. So okay, come on now. Don't sit up there and tell me that these motherfuckers stopped at McDonald's to fuck. Right? So, hey, look. But 115 minutes? So y'all was, damn, like 2 hours damn there? Now, my whole deal is this just one event, or is this like a combined effort? I mean, because my thing is this: if you fucking 2 hours, right, or damn near 2 hours nonstop, right? No, dog, that pussy ain't what you think it is, right? Because I'm like what Bernie Mac said on Kings of Comedy, right? They said, motherfucker want to fuck 45 minutes. They said, what the fuck am I trying to prove here? Doing all that damn holler. Stop all that holler busting nuts and we can go to sleep, right? Motherfucker be like, 3 minutes. That's all I'm going to give you. That's all the fuck I got. So I'm like, they said, I don't give a fuck you talking about me. Bernie Mac K fuck said, I don't give a fuck. So what it is, I enjoy sex just as much as the next motherfucker, right? But I'm not gonna do it on no bus, even though I've known people that have, right? And even then, if I was a motherfucking bus driver, I'm just like, hey, look, get your ass off my goddamn bus with that bullshit, right? So, but this right here, this number right here, right? 115 minutes, right? That's a long time to have your damn drawers down, right? So I mean, hopefully, like I said, put like this. If y'all fuck for 2 hours, my man, he had to be put like this. He had to be on this along with some motherfucking Viagra, but she young looking. So I wonder how old is the old boy, if they even said. Let's see.
Showing the two fondling each other on a bus. It found Reese then reported an unsubstantiated mechanical issue with the bus, took the bus out of commission, and took Ruff to a fast food restaurant, disrupting service for 115 minutes. On May 20th, it says Reese and Ruff again met up multiple times during Ruff's route and at one point abandoned the bus while it was still running. That day, DDOT received a complaint via...
Now, again, like what I said, right? It's a rather fantastic things in the world, right? Sex, alcohol, being one of those things, right? So I'm just like, so again, the $64,000 questions, right? Was the dick that damn good? Was the pussy that damn good, right? I'm just like, okay, I mean, put like this, right? If you don't, I'm put like this. If you got good pussy, fine. If you got good dick, fine, right? But shit, wait till you motherfuckers get off work before you talk about, doing extracurricular activity, right? This is put like this. There's an episode, That's My Mom, right? And It's called Clifton and La Femme or whatever the fuck it is, right? You know, look, for those y'all old school, like that old school TV, go on Tubi, type up That's My Mama. It's season 2. Clifton and the La Femme, whatever the fuck it is, right? So Junior met this one chick, right? And so they were gonna go to this art exhibit. So he in the barbershop talking with Clifton and Earl, right? So after a while, right, Earl, he want to go, right? And so so Junior's car was like in the shop. So motherfucker be like, hey, take my car, right? And so man said, oh, hey man, take you, you know. And so the motherfucker, he was just like, hey, I'll see y'all tonight, right? So Clifton and Earl, they showed up at the art exhibit. And the woman that was there, right, just happened to be Junior's girl, but Cliff didn't know this. So you know what the fuck they did, right? He smashed, right? And then Junior the next day, right? Hey man, you know, Earl asked him, right? He said, hey man, what happened to you last night? He said, hey man, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I borrowed a car from a certain friend of mine and it ran out of everything. Gas, oil, the will to live. That motherfucker said, I spent 2.5 hours trying to breathe life in your diehard battery, right? So in other case, he bring the girl in, and then her facial expression says it all, right? So now Cliff got to find out a way to try to tell her. But in another case, right? So he brought her over to the house. And so Junior, for the most part, right, he just really in love with this girl, right? He really digging it, right? He said, man, y'all don't know what Denise has been to me, right? I mean, she's made a new man of me. I mean, she got class with a capital K, right? So she's the only woman that has savoir fare and bus fare, right? And so if you look down in the description, what I did, I said, it's what happens when you have slobnob fare and bus fare. So she was slobbing her supervisor's knob like it was going out of style, right? So I really wish I tried to find it for y'all, but I already told y'all where to go look for it, right? But this shit here is like motherfucking. Oh, and then hold on, wait a minute, what is this? A review of video evidence showed that the employees had abandoned a. Woo! Damn. See, you know, I put like that. That look, I can't. And then they left people on the bus. Damn. So listen, put like this. That must be some good pussy. I mean, like, do glitter shoot out instead of nut? I mean, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Why are we doing it? Right? You eating it from the back there, homie? It's the ass jiggling. I mean, because apparently, you know, it's quite obvious that the dick is top notch because she just pulled over on the side of the road. She done pulled over the side of the road just to drop her damn drawers. I mean, come on now, y'all. Come on, people. People got places to go. Hell, put like this. They said that alleged that 2 people, 1 female and 1 male, right, on the bus. Now who's to say that these 2 didn't know each other? Hell, they tried to go fuck too, right? They ain't like y'all. They ain't finna fuck on the bus, right? So I mean, like, see, look, just because, look, just because you getting slurped up, dog, come on. Let the woman do her job. Because, I'm just saying, 9 times out of 10, hell, now this is just me talking right here, but let's just say the D2, hell, they were trying to fuck too. And you stopped them from getting to their final destination. I mean, like, really, what the fuck we doing here?
A customer assistance form about the abandoned bus, but Inspector General Kamal Marable says leadership didn't investigate it properly.
We found out that the supervisors who were responsible for dealing with this type of issue.
Right there. There it is again. There it is again. Right? If I actually really knew the grid coordinates of Detroit, Michigan, this shit would most definitely set this shit off. Right? Because matter of fact, hold on. This is like it's like unbelievable, y'all. So hold on, let's do this. Give me a second. Oh, that shit is on the motherfucking Detroit. Put like this. It's closer. Now, this is according to Google, right? It's closer to the 42nd parallel, right? And its latitude. So that's look, I don't know what is what, right? But here's the deal, right? And my man Zachary Hubbard, he could tell you a hell of a lot. He could tell you a hell of a lot more about the number 42 than I can, right? But put like this: if you got 42 going this way and 42 going that way, we already know what the fuck we already know what color the damn bus driver is, right? So, damn, you know what? I'm almost about ready to say. Now, now I'm looking at it now, right? Okay, I know why they didn't investigate it like how they should, right? This shit right here and the number 42, right? Always, put like this. I'm just not trying to figure this computer shit out, so there's a lot of stuff that I ain't as fast as most people, but I will actually truly honestly say, like, this right here, right? It's probably a stage, y'all, because they showed her, right? But they ain't show old boy. They ain't show supervisor. I don't know. But let's continue.
Was very lenient in their response to it.
DDOT Superintendent Howard Bragg classified their actions as
See, did y'all see that? Hold on. This shit here, right? Now, look at that. Hold on. See that number right there? 22 and 11, right? Masonic numbers right there. I mean, come on now, y'all. I mean, yeah, okay. Let's continue.
As a Class 4 offense, which would normally be punishable by a 30-day suspension followed by termination. Instead, he gave them both 5-day suspensions. Marable says he never reviewed the video footage of the two inside the bus.
Oh, and who? I mean, honestly, put it like this: unless you just like watching porn on a regular basis, right? You ain't trying to see two other motherfuckers fuck, especially if it's somebody that you might have been trying to bend over, right? But then again, if you look at it from that aspect, then that don't make much sense. I mean, because you got a job to do, right? And you need to report all wrongdoings. But whoever that supervisor was over those two, right? There's no 9 times out of 10 he was trying to fuck too. That's why he only gave him 5 days, right? He was gonna fight. He was gonna fight because old boy beat him. Old boy beat him to the pussy before he got there, right? And then again, she might have dropped the draws down the old boy. That's why I only got 5 days. But let's continue.
For some reason, this individual only chose to review the footage basically from outside of the bus and not the full interaction. So we found that very problematic.
The Office of the Inspector General is now recommending discipline for Bragg and the DDOT Assistant Director, additional consequences for Reese and Ruff, as well as policy reform and enhanced training for DDOT leadership.
The real victims in this were the citizens who were waiting on buses that did not come on time because you had individuals who did not take their job and their responsibility seriously.
Wow, just think of that, right? You on your way to work or whatever, right? You got your bus schedule. You already know what time the bus coming. All of that good stuff, right? And then you can't get to work on time because she too busy fucking. She's sitting up there, old boy that dropped a couple of dollars and a couple of coins in the little change thing. She dropped the draws, and as a result, guess what? Y'all late for work. And then you can't explain that shit to your boss because you really don't know what the fuck happened. But then but if you go back and look at how she looked, right? Hair all over the place then, and she got them guts dug out after the fact. All right, let's continue.
And in a statement, Executive Director of Transit Robert Kramer said DDOT is already implementing some of those recommendations, saying in part, quote, "We will ensure that employee disciplinary actions align with the city's human resource standards and improve processes to prevent discipline not being applied appropriately in the future." DDOT will submit a response to the Office of Inspector General by January 23rd. Reporting live, Noelle Friel, Local 4.
Okay, so 9 times out of 10, right? They're gonna do an investigation, right? Which they should. But the thing about it though is this, people, right? 21 years, United States Army, right? And this was like, policies, were put in place, right? You couldn't fuck the soldiers, right? You couldn't fuck fellow NCOs, but look, if you've been in the Army or any of the other branches of the armed forces, look, you know what the fuck is going on in the barracks, right? And so so this shit here, right? Put like this. Yeah, you could put laws in place, right? But to be perfectly honest with you, right? Who's actually really gonna follow those particular laws, right? Because motherfuckers are actually really go and sneak. They go sneaky quickie. Hey, come in, put them down. Yaka 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 yaka. Okay, you go onto the promotion board, right? So, but the thing about it though is that shit should have been already in play. You fucking on the bus, termination. Motherfucker, a goddamn suspension. All right? Because at this point, I'm like, what is the investigation for? You see the goddamn footage. She getting her back blown, right? And then the other two people on the bus. You kept the bus running. So who was to say, is it for shits and giggles? I get it. Everybody don't know how to drive no damn bus. But at the same time, though, right? You still leave that option. Okay, look, this bus is running, and then knowing how bad Detroit is, right? Somebody could have stole that damn bus, right? While you get your back blown in the McDonald's bathroom or wherever the fuck, So you come back out, the bus gone. Now what the fuck you gonna do? Right? So for the most part, right? I mean, interesting story. And I had to talk about it, right? But at the same time, I'm also looking at the same fact, okay, look, you left some shit running that for the most part don't belong to you. So was no type of accountability taken, none of that shit. These motherfuckers, right? They, just like I said, she must got some fire ass pussy. And he got some rather fantastic dick that these motherfuckers, they can't stay away from each other long enough, right? To where, they can't wait till the motherfucking shift is over. Because you could almost, I can almost bet money, right? If indeed this shit even happen, right? That, okay, nah, motherfucker, I don't want to fuck you. I'm not trying to shit in my own backyard. And so that's what the fuck did happen. They did shit in the backyard, right? And so what happens? So what's gonna happen if she go out get a bigger dick, or he go out and get a tighter pussy, and her ass is a little bit more jiggly than yours? So see how that shit work? And then here it come, right? Motherfucker like, well, I'm gonna tell on you. Oh, really? You gonna tell on me? Bitch, you dropped your drawers to me. Or we dropped our drawers to each other. You slide my knob, I ate the kitty, and I ate it from the back as well as hitting it from the back, right? So hey, look, what are we doing? And why are we doing it? Y'all must have been, you know what? No, I ain't gonna go there, but I will go there, but I'll do like a little slight detour, right? So, but then again, I don't know, this got a 50-50. Somebody went on one of them damn porn sites and said, hey, fuck big booted bus driver. And then he brought that shit to old girl, right? And then, hey, guess what? The rest is history. They wasn't fucked up by nobody else getting to their motherfucking destination. The only destination that they was worried about was dick to ass or dick to pussy or what is it, ass to mouth? Everything that actually really involves sex. That was the only destination, or that was the only priority that they had at that particular time. Right? Just like I said, okay, we get it. Sex is good. Sex is a motherfucker. The thought of you, put like this, the thought of getting some good pussy or good dick, right? That shit is like motherfucking astronomical. You actually really stop and think about it for a minute. So I mean, hey, look. But the thing about it, this is sex at the workplace, right? And so just know now, not to say that laws were not already in play. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that, okay, I'm pretty sure that both y'all had to read all that shit, sign off on. Then you actually really went against the grain. To be perfectly honest with you, I mean, excuse me. Damn. Okay, so hear me out. I don't work no goddamn more because I'm retired. And then I tried to work and the shit didn't go well for me because I can't stand ignorant ass motherfuckers, right? I mean, for the most part, I'm married, but let's just say for shits and giggles that I'm not. That I wasn't married. I'm still a motherfucker retired, 21-year Army veteran, right? So for the most part, no. You can have the titty, you can have the ass, right? You can be a little short motherfucker, right? And everything is like proportioned like how it's supposed to be, right? And just know I'm not finna fuck you at the workplace. Too many goddamn cameras, right? Too many goddamn cameras. And then just for the simple fact, I don't want everybody to know my goddamn business. Considering if I wasn't married, right? But like I said, I'm married, so I ain't trying to fuck nobody because some of you women, right? You motherfuckers, and I already told y'all, some of y'all motherfuckers, y'all don't know how to wash, right? And God forbid if you ever have to go in a woman's bathroom, y'all motherfuckers, y'all are like some of the most nastiest people on the face of the earth, especially when Aunt Flo is paying her monthly visit. Or some of y'all will go there, and I was like, I don't know what your mama, I don't know who the fuck potty trained y'all, right? But a lot of y'all motherfuckers will always miss the goddamn mark. And I'm speaking from motherfucking experience because every time we had to do a FTX, that's field training exercise for those y'all that never put on a uniform, right? So, and then we go, you get up, go to the bathroom, right? And maxi pad, put like this, the pad is either sitting on the side some damn where, right? Or on the floor. Then there's shit everywhere. Bloody shit, mind you, right? So I'm just like, oh, come on, really? And then you go eat, and then after you see that shit, then you go try to eat breakfast. No. Can't do it, people. Y'all nasty. And then y'all wonder why y'all single. You don't know how to take care of yourself. You don't know how to wash your ass. And no, you cannot come to my house using my bathroom, right? I don't need shit around my goddamn toilet seat. I don't need shit on the floor, right? And then if Aunt Flo come visiting, most definitely don't bring your ass to my house. And again, I'm married. I'm 54 years. Well, I'm 52. I'll be 53 in about, what's the day? Yeah, about 82 days. Or April 1st, So I'm just like, no, I'm not trying to see your bloody ass and shit everywhere in my goddamn bathroom, right? But like I say, I'm married. So this is shit that I ain't got to worry about. But my thing is, like what I said, this is like I said earlier, right? This is the case of slobnob fare and bus fare. And then it's just for the simple fact, hey, look, if you got that good, like apparently these two did or do, right? Then, hey, meet me over at McDonald's. Give me a quarter pounder with cheese. Matter of fact, give me a Big Mac with cheese, or even better, right? Excuse me. Give me a 20 piece. Give me 2 20 pieces. So, hey, look, people, that's my spiel. So, with that being said, hey, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door, cross the street, round the corner, Paul's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'm gonna holler at y'all.